very Merry Christmas or whatever holiday you celebrate, and a Happy New Year.
Alright, boys volleyball practice is on Tuesday, and there is a boys basketball game on the 11th, so be sure to be there, and it's against North Summit.
There will also be a girls basketball game against North Summit on the 12th, Tuesday. Additionally, there will be attendance school on Saturday the 14th for attendance makeups. If you don't do it, then it's packet time, and no one likes that. And now to our first video by KJ.
all the time. He's always showing his school spirit and coming to activities. So thank you, Braxton. You get to
long-awaited return of the broadcast.
This week on the broadcast.
Hey!
Corporate comes.
We have corporate coming.
You know, my family's had a really bad history with corporate.
Corporate scares me.
Justin's scared.
Corporate scares me a lot.
I'm Corporate McBusiness. I'm just here to make sure the broadcast is running smoothly.
Megan yells, and the intern is the intern.
But apparently I'm just the intern.
Like the broadcast? Well, make sure to check out the link in the description for the extended full cut of the episode.
Alright, Justin, what is your New Year's resolution?
It's gonna probably be trying to not kill me.
Okay, so you know that you're a blondie if you think Dunkin' Donuts is a basketball team?
That sounds like something Gabe would say. No, this dude's an idiot. Now on to our final video.
Alright, Ms. Cargill, what was your worst date?
My worst date, I was in college. He took me to a nice fancy restaurant. I thought it was going to be great. And then he disappeared because he needed to use the restroom, which is fine. Then he disappeared again because he needed to make a phone call. Then disappeared again because he had to do something with his phone. So probably I was sitting in the restaurant by myself for probably over a half hour. Lonely.
Oh,
Just me at the table.
did you get like stares?
Oh yeah. They're like, "Are you finished?" I'm like, "No." Still waiting. So yeah, pretty great.
All right, Miss Price, what was your worst day?
My worst date was probably the one and only time I got stood up. I was going on a group date and I was waiting for this guy to come the whole entire night. And the funny thing about that is that the whole night, because it was a group, my husband was hitting on me. But I was like, why is this guy hitting on me? I got stood up by this other guy and I was freaking out. So it was pretty funny. So it worked out in the end. But
So you married the guy that was hitting on you?
yeah, it took another month before I was interested in him. But yeah.
Nice.
And not the guy that stood me up. He was lame.
All right, Scott, what was your worst day?
Well, I'd have to say it was graduation night, 1981. We spent the night on the top of Widowmaker because a buddy's truck broke down. And I had to walk like 8 miles to go get help. Downhill, freezing cold off of Widowmaker. Come back up in a pink Cadillac. By the time we got there, no exhaust on it. That'd have to be the worst, for sure.
All right, Miss Contreras, what was your worst date?
Okay, one of my worst dates, I think I was a junior in high school, and a friend of mine decided to set me up on a blind date with somebody from Hillcrest High School, and they're like telling me he's just amazing, he's on the soccer team, he's great. So I end up going to a house to meet this guy to go on a date, and he is shorter than I am, and you know I'm short. And the whole time he decided to play video games with his friends, so I ended up leaving and never saw him again.
Sad.
Yeah, for him. No, I'm just kidding.
Okay, it's recording. Yes, we need to get energized.
Oh, you know what? We should put that in. You need to be energized.
Well, it recorded.
What?
I don't care where this is going.
Someone, take one.
No.
Justin. No.